Alright, so red plays an event and reveals wealthy territory. So I have a war going against blue. I think blue has an easy path to getting a horse, a cavalryman, and a warrior, which would be 3, 4, and it would fulfill the tactic again. 7 strength gets blue up to 22. Then if, I guess, blue gets the tactic to promise of military protection, they get to 26. So that being said, I can't imagine blue's going to bid very much here because yellow is right before them. If they do get to 22, it'd be nice to still be 5 ahead to get another population. That being said, I'm probably willing to bid 6 for this. Probably don't want to bid another one because I can't get another population out. Although I guess if I sent both, I could get one population out. So maybe I'm willing to send both. Problem then is if blue does get to 26, I would actually lose the war and then lose one of those population and then not be able to increase population again. What am I going to do with all those resources if I did get them? Upgrade selective breeding, I guess. I could get to journalism, I guess. Freedom of movement could help me move one over to journalism from the lab, which would be nice. So maybe I can go to 7. Maybe that's okay. And then just hope that blue does not get to 26, because this is out here. And then I would, lose the population. Yeah, I'm gonna bid 7 and just hope that promise of military protection doesn't end up on blue. And red wins for 7. Yellow didn't bid anything, which I guess makes sense. They have a lot of resources and couldn't get back into the population. So red won the territory, finishes the Louvre, and is producing some pretty good culture now. Increases population, takes team sports that I left behind, builds it, fixes happiness, increases population. Yellow takes justice system, researches it, military theory, researches it, reserves. Has some corruption, but yellow has a lot of resources. They're in a good position. Blue takes efficient upgrade, increases population, builds a cavalryman, takes computers, military buildup. And I win the war and take 2 yellow tokens, so that's good. This other computers has come out. I'm not the strongest, but I'm probably strong enough to play an event. Could do international tourism. Maybe with red, because we're both behind. Red's going to catch up quick. And, yellow got both of those blue techs. I regret taking that constitutional monarchy now. I don't like that decision. So I can do an aggression against blue now, though. 8. They cannot defend it very well. unless this H3 card was a defense card. So I could take science from blue, or infiltrate Watt for 6 culture. Just something. Or play an event. What do I want the event to be? I'm not sure what really is going to help me here. Do we want to get 6 culture, which is nice, it's a nice boost, or 5 science? What is 5 science going to help with? If we go all the way out here, we're going to have 10. So 5 helps us get into strategy. So we'd have 10, 15, so we get strategy and selective breeding. We'd be closer to getting into an H3 government. That's probably enough reason for me to try to do spy at this point. There's really no one has any blue. Oh, yeah, why doesn't that show up? Alright, so we're going to spy blue. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. It only shows the little blue text if you're doing a war of tech, not with spy. So we're going to spy blue, see if that works. And it failed. Man. Well, that feels bad. So blue picked up 1 H3 card, and it was the defense card. So hopefully this is also a defense card. And red won't aggress blue, but yellow likely will. And that's just too bad. Bad luck. So from here, so we can do computers, research it, and upgrade, and take efficient upgrade. With this position, we're hoping for a leader to come out, and Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, basically. So this is an option. We have a handful of cards here still, so we haven't really done anything about that. I also don't mind doing journalism here. And building one. Maybe even not. Well, yeah, I guess I might do that. I was thinking I could pull a warrior down, but I don't know that I want to give up a card at this point. It'll cost me a food, but it's probably worth it at this point. So here we're getting some culture and some science. And with 3 actions left, we can take a revolutionary idea and efficient upgrade. So we're not solving our happiness problem. We're also not getting set up for Steve Jobs. We could do Chaplin in this situation or Fleming. So we can get into movies with Fleming, and then they would give some pretty good culture. Again, we're waiting for that leader to show up, but at least in the meantime, we're producing some culture, a little bit less science. If oil comes out, we can get into oil with efficient upgrade, and that helps with the railroad. And then arguably you could even pull a population down from here if we are able to find that. With selective breeding, we could pull a population down here, arguably. Plus we have these 2. And we have theology. So, I mean, there are options here. We don't really have a lot of extra science to get into professional sports, and it is just kind of distracting. I don't think we can get Pierre here either. I mean, it'd be something like this, and at this point, I don't think it's worth establishing that. Yeah, there's civil service out here. I just don't really want to jump into this computers for 3 here. It doesn't speed us up enough unless we get Bill Gates, and then there's a happiness issue. That's kind of just where I'm at now. I think I'm going to go with this, and we'll see how this turns out. So here, 1 card. I think I'm going to get rid of historic territory here.